welcome to Next Bag Cornhole. My name is Jack, and today we are back with another bag review. We are reviewing the Double Dragons by Draggin Bags. It's a carpet bag. It is a carpet bag that gets really loose and floppy really quickly. Fastest that I've ever seen a carpet bag break down, especially with my break-in method, which is really nothing. I don't do anything to my bags to break them in. Almost none of them. I might get some bags that have had a process or something done to them, but for me personally, I've gone through all of the break-in methods in my past, and what I really found is I like a bag with structure. I like the bag to maintain its structure, and I find that break-in methods, especially more aggressive ones out there, you know who you are, who's doing all these aggressive break-in methods. For me, it just gets too floppy and loose. I understand if they like it, but for me, I do nothing. I just throw them. I love to throw, so it's no problem for me to get out there and throw bags for a long time to break them in. Speed and materials. Carpet, suede 2.0 is what they call it. It is a 5. It plays like a 5. No problem getting to the hole. But also, to block, no problem. You take a little bit off of it, stops right in there and blocks really nice. It cuts really well. It probably can flop and roll. I'm not your guy on flopping and rolling yet. I'm working on it. But it cuts really great. Does all that thing you want it to do. Fast side. Between a 6 and an 8. I've heard people call it a 6. For me, it plays like a 7. And I have no problem pushing with the fast side of this bag. There's no issue at all in normal board conditions. If anyone knows anything about carpet, this plays no different than any other carpet. When it gets a little humid, this fast side becomes a slow side, and the slow side stays relatively consistent. It does slow down a little bit, but it gets relatively consistent. So obviously with carpet, people who know carpet, they know what to expect. People who don't know carpet and are looking at a review because they want to do carpet, just understand if you do play in conditions where you play outside and there's moisture in the air or a super cold warehouse, you're definitely going to find that the fast side's going to be really, really, really slow on those conditions. Feel, quality, design. Okay. So it feels great, super comfortable in your hand, almost immediately too. Like I said, it got loose and floppy really quickly. So almost immediately it was very comfortable in my hand. The beads is like an asymmetrical feel. Yeah, feels a little beadish, but then there's definitely some other acrylic in there that's got some structure, some asymmetricalness to it. The quality, corners are great. Closing seam is great. Smaller template. So if you like a bag with a smaller template, this is your bag. It's really good. It's super small. The design, as you can see, it's got like a yin yang design. I think it's really cool. I really kind of like the old look where it kind of looks faded, and I actually enjoy that look. They have a lot of different colors. They have 7 or 8 different colors, I think. But Draggin Bags, if you don't know Draggin Bags, the first thing you're gonna notice about them is their design work is off the chart. It's really, really good. Anyways, price and availability, $95 plus shipping, right in line with every other bag that's in this line. It's a pro stamped, ACL stamped bag, so it's right in line with all of those pricings. So that's fine. Shipped. It shipped. They said it was going to ship in 10 days. It shipped in 10 days, which was awesome. Okay, so right after this, we're going to hop over to the boards and check out and see what it can do. Real quick, if you like what you're seeing, if you want to support the channel, please subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment. Everything's down there that you can find, Facebook and Instagram and all those other things if you want to follow me at there. And we'll see you on the boards. All right, welcome back. Thank you for sticking around so much. Again, we are reviewing the Double Dragons by Draggin Bags. Just real quickly, I wanted to point out, I mentioned how floppy they are. I mean, that's the carpet side, and it is just so floppy and loose. And honestly, from a standpoint of carpet, I haven't thrown them all that much. We're going to pop over to the boards now. I haven't thrown them all that much. I mean, enough to break them in for sure, but that bag does not have, 60 hours on it. It does not have 500 games on it. It does not have any of that. It just, within an hour or two, it started getting really loose and really floppy. It was absolutely comfortable when it came out of the bag already, but it immediately started to get a drippiness and floppy feel to it. And I really, really enjoyed it. I'm not a person that really loves a floppy bag. I like a lot more structure to my bag. I tend to throw bags that are, a little more have a little more structure. And when they get too floppy is usually when I, get and buy some new sets of bags. As you can see from that shot, you can throw the carpet off the back. It is a 5 speed. So if you overthrow it, it'll go off. What I like about it is that you can, that was the fast side of the bag there. We'll talk about that one in a little bit. What I really like about it is that you can sort of get yourself into a nice rhythm with the 5. You don't have to feel like you're just chucking it, which I really, really like. Probably because I use other bags a lot. Up here in the Pacific Northwest, we don't have a lot of carpet throwers, so I don't have the opportunity maybe to throw a bunch of carpet. So when I get it in my hand, I tend to start overthrowing it because I'm trying to just, get it there. That's what I really like about these ones, is that I didn't have to make that huge of adjustment. Sometimes I still overthrow it. See, I didn't have to make a crazy huge adjustment with the slow side, which is pretty awesome. It'll still cut, it'll still turn, it'll still flop and roll. I'm not going to show it to you because I can't flop or roll, but I can turn the bag and cut the bag. And it's probably my biggest fault right now with carpet, is that I'm falling in love with carpet and I'm trying to do all sorts of things. If there's any bags in front at all, I just totally abandon the push and I just start trying to cut around bags now. That's the only thing I care about. You know, ooh, wow. That's not, you should be small. Well, maybe you'll redeem yourself. That was a slow side. As you see there, that was a slow side on both. That was sitting on the slow side on the back, and I threw it slow side, and it just, pulled everything in. It doesn't take a lot to get the beads in there moving, and that bag is loose enough and floppy enough that it'll, drop in. This, the fast side of this bag is probably the little bit more controversial. I don't know if it's controversial. I don't know. I've seen people rate the fast side of this bag at a 6, and I've seen people rate it as an 8. The website says 7 to 8. I find it to be a 7. I find that I have no problems pushing through things. I don't have any problems even getting around stuff with these bags. Normally a decent get around is, you need a little bit faster of a bag. Like I previously reviewed with the Viper B, like that fast side is that's a fast enough bag to, you can get around anything. But even that fast side on these things will absolutely get around. I have a shot somewhere in this footage of me accidentally getting around a bag. But anyways, regardless, it happens. The reason I think that people sort of disagree on the fast side is because of the nature of a carpet bag. When there's any humidity or moisture in the air, the fast side of the bag will start slowing down rapidly. It will go from a 7 and 8 to a 3 and 4 just really quickly, and it'll start doing all sorts of funky things. If you've ever played with carpet in humid conditions or wet conditions, you know that the fast side becomes a slow side, and the slow side doesn't really become fast. The slow side just kind of stays the same, and by definition becomes the fast side, but it's not getting faster. In fact, it is slowing down. It's just not. It's going from the 5. It'll slow right down to slows down to like a 4. When I first got these bags, I had an experience where someone had brought boards out, and they'd been sitting in the truck all night apparently, and I didn't realize it. And I was throwing the slow side of the bag, and I wasn't, I was like, oh, it's a little slow, but it's not crazy. And the guy next to me was throwing Vipers, and his Vipers won't get to the hole, and they're kind of like, he's like struggling getting them there. And I realized, I was like, oh, and so I flipped it over to the fast side, threw the fast side, and it immediately just tumbled, and it was crazy. And that was my very, very first experience with how rapidly that fast side will change and slow down. That right there, that right there was the fast side getting around and actually coming back to the hole, in the hole after going around. So it will, it will absolutely slow down on you. Back to the story. So, that's sort of it. These bags, I have really enjoyed throwing these bags. They are comfortable. They'll cut. They're fast enough on the fast side. They're slow enough on the slow side, but not being too slow. you know, so we can jump into some pros and cons. Pros, breaks in super quickly, gets loose super quickly. Pros, really great if you're a hard, low thrower with high spin rate. Pro, the fast side is really hole friendly. And I find myself throwing the fast side quite a bit in any situation where I don't want the bag to do that. If I don't want the bag to do that, I'll throw the fast side. Cons, it is a carpet bag. It will kick if you throw it poorly. It will kick if you land on edge. It will kick if you throw too high. That's what a carpet bag does. So it's not really a con, it's just a fact of being carpet. Con, it is, because of the nature of it, like we talked about, humidity and moisture, dampness, board conditions, can turn the fast side into mud and the slow side basically into what it is. So, all right, guys, we're wrapping up here. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm going to try to get better every single week. This is video 2, and we're going to try to get better and going to get awesome and hopefully keep on keeping on. If you like the channel, please subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment. Everything's in below. And again, I thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the boards.